What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is TomOrigins, and today we are playing some Black Ops 1, talking about what potential things could appear in Black Ops Cold War. Let's get into it. Okay, so today we are talking about what weapons and items we think could appear in the Black Ops Cold War video game coming out the end of this year. So, fun fact, Black Ops 1 is set in 1961 and finishes in 1968. This is a period of history called the Vietnam War. And the Russian Cold War started in 1947 and concludes in 1991. So there is a bit of an overlap here, as you can see, with it starting in 1947 and Black Ops 1 starting in 1961, but it continuing all the way to 1991 and Black Ops 1 finishing in 1968. It's kind of weird that Black Ops 1 can sandwich into the Cold War era. I just found that to be an interesting historical fact, because if we're looking at video games like Black Ops 1 here, we see what weapons and equipment we have available. It's not too far out of the question to think that those similar weapons could reappear again in the Black Ops Cold War video game, because the historical timeline matches up quite nicely. So I just thought I'd hop onto Black Ops 1 and go through all the weapons, kind of have a treat down memory lane. So looking at the SMGs first, we got the MP5K, which is this cool little MP5 machine gun, no submachine gun. Got the Scorpion, classic gun, Mach 11, AK-74U, which is a small version of the AK, an Uzi, PM63. I don't really know what that is, but I think it's kind of like a middle ground between the Scorpion and the MP5. Then we've got the MPL, the Spectre, and a classified weapon. So obviously some of these might not be named correctly, but these will have been the weapons around the time of Black Ops' history, which overlapped with the Cold War. So these weapons could pop up in Black Ops Cold War at some point. Assault rifles, we got the G11, the Commando, which is like an M4, AK-47, the FAL, AUG, Galil, FAMAS, M14, Enfield, and M16. All very classic guns for the Call of Duty campaign in Black Ops. And all of them could appear in the Cold War video game as well, which is quite interesting. The Olympus, or Olympia, which is actually present in Modern Warfare right now. It's kind of cool. Stakeout. The SPAS-12, the H10 or HS-10 shotgun. So some very unique shotguns there. All of those, again, could appear in the Cold War video game. The HK-21, the RPK, the M60, and the classified weapon there at the bottom. And then for the sniper rifles, the PSG, the PSG-1, the L96A1, the WA-2000, and the Dragunov. Again, Dragunov appears in the Modern Warfare game currently. But yeah, so those are the main weapons that we can see, primary-wise. Have a look at the secondary here. We've got the Python revolver, the that's a CZ75, Makarov, M1911, and the ASP. Launchers, we've got the M72 Law, the RPG, and the Strela 3, as well as the China Lake. And then we've got ballistic knives and a crossbow. I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of special secondary weapons or primary weapons are going to get implemented. I don't know if we're going to be running around with riot shields in the Cold War, but I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have explosive crossbows in the Cold War either, but we're going to, again, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. You can never underestimate them. You got to wait and see what they're going to provide us with. But I've set up a game. I'm going to try and put on an array of old-fashioned type weaponry.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Use of deadly force is authorized.
So now I'm in the game. I'm in the right game. I've got my bots ready. Now we can play and we can talk. I'm looking forward to Black Ops Cold War. Like I said, I enjoyed coming back and playing Black Ops 1 the other day, playing the campaign and getting to revisit memory lane a little bit. I did enjoy it. It was a lot cooler than I thought it was originally. I didn't realise how cool it actually was. Like how cool Black Ops campaign actually was. It was like a cinematic movie,
Napalm strike
and I didn't
awaiting
remember it being like that as a kid. Maybe I just didn't learn how to appreciate it as much as a kid. But I really did enjoy revisiting it a little bit. But the weapons for Cold War need to be done right. And my main question is, can we get a Mosin? That's the main weapon. It's the main weapon. You know, when games come out, people do like what I want to see in the game. People are like, oh, I want to see the map. I want to see certain kill streak. I want to see blah blah blah. For me, it's easy. As long as I can use a Mosin Naranga, which is my favourite ever weapon in history. Like, the Mosin Naranga is my favourite. I played a game called DayZ. That was one of my first big PC games I ever played. I had to wait for it to eventually come out on my Xbox, so I could play it on the Xbox version. But I played that game and I fell in love with it, and it was one of my favourites ever. And I used the Mosin Naranga in it, and it won me many a gunfight. From medium to close to far range, it did win me plentiful gunfights. So, I will always have a special place in my heart for that weapon. And it's a Russian sniper rifle. I also unlocked it in Battlefield 1. That was one of like the hardest snipers to unlock, and I unlocked it there. And I remember using that weapon and enjoying it. So, I hope it could be in Black Ops Cold War, because there is a mission in the campaign of Black Ops 1, which I just recently played, where you play as Mason. Oh no, Mason, you play as Reznov, and you're in Russia, like Soviet Russia, in the World War II, and you have a Mosin Naranga then. So I'm like, hey, you've already put it into the Black Ops universe. It's a weapon that has been used in the Black Ops universe before. Could it potentially make a comeback? I hope the single player is immersive and heart-wrenching, just like the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer was. That game had me in the feels, and I hope it does the same with the characters and tells a great story. And then on top of that, just smooth multiplayer, fair, balanced weapons, zero stupid game-breaking microtransactions. Sure, let us pay for operator skins and variants and season passes and things like that, that's fine. But no stupid game-breaking microtransactions. And then on top of that, yeah, zombies. Zombies to be old and classic and vintage, but with like a nice modern visual overglow and things like that. So I feel like that's it. It's not too hard. It's nothing crazy. Don't go balls to the walls. Don't overshoot anything. Just keep your heads leveled. Enjoy it. Make it smooth and enjoyable for everyone. And work on your hackers and cheaters in your Warzone spin-off that I know you're going to make. I know they're going to do a Warzone crossover. And take the Warzone ideal and bring it into the Cold War era. That's fine. I'm looking forward to how do we get a historical battle royale. But please fix your problems with your cheaters, your cross-play. I don't want to be playing with PC hackers. I want to play with my Xbox homies, and I want to relax and not have to worry about bullet sponges or people trick-shotting you 300 meters across the map. So fix that shit. Fix that up. But apart from that, Call of Duty is going to be great. I'm excited for the Cold War Live event. If you are too, please subscribe to the channel. We're on the road for 3K subs. Please stick around for more. In 3 days' time, we've got the release coming, and we're going to be live streaming it on Twitch and then later uploading it to YouTube. So yeah, subscribe to the TomOrigins channel, ding dong the notification bell, add any of your thoughts and comments down below, what you would like to see in Call of Duty Cold War, what ideas you would have, and let me know down in the comments. I love you guys. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Peace out.
Switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia. Darling, I'm just so fed up with what does perfect even mean?